11 systems, one work truck. This Tradie built, very well thought out Chevy 2500 has got everything. Starlink connectivity, it's got access to the roof platform, work lights the whole way around the vehicle itself, and it's all running on a good suspension system, ready for work and play. I'm Dean Bleasner, the co-founder of Big Dog Builds. We've now had over 850 trucks through the workshop. This one has come back for stage 2. It's now got a pretty impressive canopy system on the rear end, and this customer has thought about everything. How we've set the vehicle up from stage 1, how the canopy's then been utilised for stage 2, and this customer has travelled interstate twice to get this vehicle up here to get the perfect platform for what he was intending in the perfect Tradie vehicle. Being interstate, this customer transported the vehicle up not just once, but twice to get this build done, flying in to get the full handover done for stage 2, and it's ready to head back interstate for this customer to enjoy for his brand new Chevy 2500 work truck. Just remember, if you're located around Australia, we can help bring your vehicle up into the workshop, get the full build done, whether you're in for stage 1, stage 2, or you've ticked all the boxes and you will get everything done in one hit. We're here to help. We can help bring the vehicle up, fly in, get a full handover with the team, and then drive home. And if that's still too hard, we can help get the vehicle straight back to your local dealership or straight back to your driveway. If you don't know what truck to get for your perfect Tradie setup, then download the brand new buyer's kit. This is the perfect first place to start studying up on what vehicle will suit your needs. There's some great trucks on the market there. I think the Chevy 2500 and the other HD trucks are just entering Australia's Tradie scene, whether it be for a big sparky setup like this one here, or whether it be a mining fleet setup. These platforms are going to continue to become more and more popular. And let's start with this cypress grey one, talk about the suspension. I'll look how many Ks Ben's done since stage 1, and we'll go through all of the options again and have a little peek inside the rear as well. Starting with the front end, we've got the rugged 4x4 front bar. This one is a fairly lightweight but steel front bar. We've got plenty of different options on the front there. The KC lights definitely look the part on here. These KC lights have also got the amber function, so you can run them at 40% bright in the amber. Flick a switch inside the cab on the Switch Pro. Turn those ones to bright white and you're going to be able to get the best out of both worlds. Inside the bar itself, we've got the diode dynamics. We haven't run a winch on this setup here. It is a work truck at the end of the day, but I don't think this customer is intending to get stuck anytime soon. So you want a good front end protection, something nice and lightweight, but still sturdy. And I'm keen to see some feedback on this one here from Ben. Inside the engine bay for stage 1 is where we hook this vehicle up with our brand new under-bonnet fuse panel setup and power panel. So quite a neat install on this one here. Having no winch in the front bar, we haven't had to go and install the winch isolator. But this setup here has got this customer dialed in for all of the accessories that are on the vehicle. And if he did want to ever add anything down the track as well, he's got more MIDI fuse holders ready to go on that power board. So quite a nice, neat setup up the front here. Pretty cool setup on the front end there. And like we said, with the cypress grey truck, we've always got the wheels on a bit of an angle because it does look good from that angle over there. But we've straightened these ones up today. We've got the Method 305 NV double black. These have got the matte black face with the gloss black lip and the satin black lip bolts. And then we've got the Nitto Ridge grappler in a 35, 12.5, 18. You can see how that tyre is nice and outside the flare. It's just on the aggressive stance with a -12. We can go for a few different wheels, go for a 0 offset, tuck that in that little bit further, go even further again, and it really comes down to how you want your wheel and tyre package to sit. Having the canopy set up on the rear of this one here, it definitely looks amazing. The lines of that canopy definitely tie into this whole build really, really well. And we've got the kickback mud flaps under here as well, which is going to stop a lot of those stones flicking up the side. With the suspension setup on this one, we've gone for the BDS 3-inch suspension kit. This one here, I usually set around that 2.5 inch mark out of the workshop, and that seems to be the sweet spot. You've got full adjustability in the suspension, both low speed and high speed, and it is amazing at how much adjusting those suspension settings actually firm up the ride. It took me a while to really play around with these ones, and I recently did it, and I was pretty impressed out on the rural roads with a Chevy 2500, tightening those shocks up and seeing how much. It was like driving on rails. So having the adjustability in the shockies there is a pretty awesome thing, not just in the front end, but we've got the same adjustability and the same shocks in the rear there as well. One other thing on the wheel and tyre combo, we've got the apex valves, of course. We are fitting these ones up unless a customer doesn't want them. But in my opinion, if you're gonna air down only once, these little bad boys are worth it. Air down from 50 PSI down to 20 PSI in a matter of seconds, and definitely makes airing down a whole lot better than looking for a stick and doing it manually if you're unorganized like myself. 3-inch lift, 35-inch tires, your spare wheel can still fit up under the back. We'll get into the rear end setup in just a second, but up top, we've got the Big Dog Builds V1 accessory rack, the 50-inch steady curve light bar, we've got the solar panel up there, and we've now got the Starlink up on there as well. This setup here is quite unique. We've got the Starlink switched through the Switch Pro inside the front, but it's actually powered off the Canopy battery. If the customer wanted to remove the rear, then we've got the changeover relay, which will then pull the power from the under-bonnet batteries there as well. That's about it up on top. So Starlink ready for the, it's got the Gorilla mount up there, ready for the Starlink unit to pop on. Like we said, we've got the Switch Pro SP9100 switching unit as well. That's controlling all of the lights, including the Starlink on the vehicle itself. Inside the Chevy, we don't have to do anything. You don't have to do any tow pros or anything like that. Obviously, they come standard with all the good stuff. And I did just see, it has only done 2,000 kilometers. So it's come up from interstate. It's only gone home, a little bit of running around. And I'm sure Ben wanted to get the whole thing dialed in. Mate, it is one bloody good looking setup, I'll give you that. Spinning around to the back of the vehicle, it is one good looking setup. I think it's the first forged aluminium canopy, maybe the second that we've seen come through the workshop. Don't know a lot of details about the canopy itself, but I do know that the customer is in the trade. He is using it as a work truck, and there's obviously a reason why there's 2 ladders out the back. If you're a short influencer, you need a couple ladders, or you're actually going to use them for work. Got the camera relocations down the bottom, pretty neat looking setup. Water outlet on the rear here. Parking sensors. It's got the manual inflation tabs there for the airbags. So you've got your left-hand airbag, right-hand airbag. So that looks nice and neat. Got that there, the sensors there, the steady work lights at the back. And if I can figure out how to unlatch the rear drawer, this thing looks the part. Definitely a nice, neat setup. Looks pretty cool. I like seeing the different companies come out with their slight little different designs on a canopy as well. The lines on this one definitely look part. The rear tail lights are quite aggressive looking as well. I'll pop that one away if we can figure out how to do that. And I have to give shout out to Forge, putting a little light behind their little logo in the rear there as well. That's pretty cool. Have a quick peek in the toolboxes. Pretty simple toolbox on the rear. Pretty simple toolbox on the front. And then open that one there. I can see a couple steady work lights up the top. So these look like the little 7-inch dual color lights. You've got the color between your amber and your white, of course. And then if we open this one up here, as we said, it's a work canopy. It's got the Milwaukee pack outs, which is pretty cool. And that one there, ready to rumble. Yeah, I'm gonna break something if I play with that too much. Then we got the pantry in here. I believe it is going back in to get the final touches done as well. So a couple drawers still to go. We wanted to get it up while the booking slot was in our system, ready to go. Adding some XL side steps for stage 2, a couple little tweaks, and then getting it ready to run, like we said, the Starlink off the battery inside the canopy, and that's going to make things nice and efficient. Not going to run the batteries under the bonnet flat. Like we said, the XL side steps was a big reason why it came back up here as well. And these ones here, XL from Real Truck, they look the part. I just did see a few photos from a customer that had a bit of a run-in with a rock. If you know, you know, but quite a bit of damage to the XL side steps. The good thing was the sill of the vehicle itself was still fine. So something like that, yes, you're not going to swing off them, and if you are going to hit them, they're not going to be as strong as a big steel slider, but it definitely took an impact that I just saw recently on one of the computers upstairs. Simply replaced that there, and the side step was still operating as well. So pretty cool setup there. Very popular electric side step, and this is one good looking, clean tradie vehicle. If I was working out of a vehicle, it's almost rude to do it in something this good looking. I do like seeing a pretty awesome looking tradie canopy. Definitely looks the part. And I know, Ben, how much this truck meant for you. and I'm glad to see it come in for stage 2. We were able to get it on camera because it's one bloody awesome looking vehicle. And guys, if you've got any questions about this build, reach out below. You can also download the buyer's kit and work out what vehicle is going to be perfect for you. If you want to see more of these build video guys, check these 2 up above and these 2 down below. I'm sure the team will put something pretty cool there as well.